What is up, everybody? I'm Nova coming at you with another one. Figure we would check in on NIO to see how we're doing. We had that massive dip, and if I zoom in, you can see that we had this line of resistance and we've broken through, and now we're consolidating along this area. Why are we consolidating along this area? It looks like this might be our triangle. This was a little overreaction. And this tangent seems to be a popular tangent. If we zoom back, you can see that price actually respected that before things went a little ballistic, right? And then with every action, there's an opposite reaction as we head off back into, I guess, what the popular angle is going to be, which is hopefully the top half of this and then a continuation. That's what I'm hoping for. But if we are in this triangle, odds are we'll find resistance and then come back down, hopefully that way. The odds of a consolidation failed with this super long handle negating everything here. We've come down to previous support levels. Looking at NIO off screen, we're below the 50-day moving average, with the last two daily candles being to the red, and the 200 is sitting at around 31.50, which I believe is close to this wick here. Let's turn on the rabbit hole. I'll just turn all of this stuff off for a second. Whoa, what happened there? A bounce off the 200. You know, when I look at it, I think that's a pretty good sign, because we went from the all-time high of around 66 all the way down to 52%. So squaring, oh wait, were we up a little higher? Why do I have this up here? Not entirely sure. I'll delete that for a second. Anyways, a 52% drop. How many people were wishing they could buy NIO at 50% off? And the ones that saw this coming down, were they getting scared and exiting? I'll bet you 90% were. If that's the case, this may be the new bottom. I think maybe a potential double bottom. Hopefully we'll climb up first and then bring the 200 up here, and then things will start looking bullish again. But this on the short term looks like the trajectory that price should be headed for. And if we do a GAN fan, the next support level is going to be obviously the 0.5 and beyond out this way. But we won't cover that yet because that's way off into the future. At first, we were looking at consolidation up around here. That overshoot was the buy. Yes, I'm still in NIO. And where are we here? Just to prove that I'm in NIO. By the way, not bad for 12 months. I mean, it could be better, but whatever. Holdings. So I'm averaged in 300 shares at about 36 bucks. So I'm waiting for the bounce to go back in to continue. Looking at my spreadsheet, because never trust the percentages in your bank. That's there to scare you. And oh, I'm on the wrong page. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't really done much since that 66 pullback. Tesla, where's NIO? There we go. So yeah, 50 shares at 47, another 50 at 44, another 50 at 40, and I'm just sitting back, waiting. So hopefully I see the trend go back up. I think it will. I just maybe it won't be on this tangent anymore, right? We may see some sideways consolidation until we hit the next level. Now I'm just thinking, if that is the case, where are you? I'm wondering, will I be able to do this? I'm not going to take the chance. Hang on. I'm wondering if this might be the next support level in time. I'm not sure if I can get this arrow out of here. I got so much junk on here. Yes, I do. So we'll delete that. Everybody knows where that triangle is. We'll delete that. This, everybody heard me talk about the consolidation zone right about there. And I'm just looking at the 3/1, only because I'm seeing a little bit of resistance here. So I think we need to overcome this angle here. And I'm just going to move this. I'm not quite sure that is the case. That's why I did it. Instead of off the top, I got this angle here, started screaming at me. Okay. So let's clean this up a bit. There. That is the trend that is broken. This is possibly the resistance line. We need to get above that. If not, we're probably going to be looking at something like that and then up. Maybe up there and then some continuation. I don't think we'll come all the way up here, but you know, the pullback might be like so as well, lining up with this here. But let's be more on the bullish, or not the bullish, more on the bearish side, and hope for a quasi double bottom. The 200 is headed this way. If we draw, I guess if price goes down, it'll be more down around the 0.5 like so. So if this does go up, or if it runs out of steam and continues down, probably down around there. But we'll use that as a connective point of, what is that, 43.70 end of March. And then beginning of May, mid-May, excuse me, might be the second quasi bounce. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. Let's turn on. Yeah, that was the money flow signaling oversold, I guess. The money flow index was exiting and now it's coming back in. And that translates to this bounce up. What's APO MACD saying? There we go. APO and MACD is below the zero cross, starting to curl. So that means less volatility, or not volatility, less momentum, and potentially coming down. So I think we're stuck in this quadrant. We're going to come down and start to test a support level again. We are being resisted by this line I was talking about, also being, let me zoom in a bit. There we go. We're being resisted by this tangent. What is that? The 100. The 20 is definitely pushing down. Price is below the 100. The 50 is way up here. This is all like bearish territory. We may see, the 50 is right in line with that too. So maybe we will come up and touch the 50 before excuse me, before we go down. But if we touch the 50, we'll start looking at the 100 for support and then see if we continue on this tangent. But for right now, this is looking kind of bearish. We are on the bounce. I just think we need more support down here. On the weekly, yeah, the support is still in the same area. This is trying to sell down. We got a wick down around, what is that, 4150-ish. That kind of says the argument is right about there. So we need to stay above this or it's going to break down and come back down. I'm thinking it's going to come down one more time. That's what I'm thinking. I do see this though. And that does kind of point to here. So we're definitely going to be stuck in this quadrant. I don't think we'll be going above 48 anytime soon until we find support again. So that does look like the argument here. This quadrant, this line as resistance, this line as support, also corroborated by the 50-week moving average. And then we have the daily pressure of the 50, the 20, and the 100 coming down to test the 200. So I think that might be our next destination if people are looking for a deal. The potential for 35, 36 for NIO is there. But granted, if that does happen, we've got a big ceiling that we need to break through if that happens. So this will have to be a monster wick and then a big buy to come back up, which would give us support for the upside. But right now, NIO is still weak, still recharging, and we're looking for a stronger tangent so that we can continue. And I'm thinking right along here is the line. So I don't think I have anything else to cover. That's pretty much ETH. That's pretty much NIO. The volume is really dropping off. Yeah, looks like further down pressure is what's going to happen before this thing starts to wake up again. So we will, I guess, get rid of a lot of this that was discussed. This is not going to happen anytime soon. That's our all-time high. And we'll turn off this for the thumbnail. And this might be our destination. Go like so. So that could be what's going to happen in the very near future. So we did break out of this, but it's weak, and I think we're going to push down a little further. We'll delete that as well. And essentially that is NIO. Trade safe.